Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Marijn Walboom. I'm an intuitive and I am back for another current energy reading. So let's get this party started. I already picked a deck to use today, and that's the Life Purpose Oracle Cards deck from Doreen Virtue. I love this deck, and I think this deck, especially for this moment, is a good deck because a lot of people are switching jobs. A lot of people are feeling like whatever they're doing, it doesn't fit them really well anymore, so they're finding themselves in jobs or situations where they're not very comfortable anymore, and they just really long for something different. So this is the reason why I picked this deck, and that's the energies of this moment, I believe, because a lot of my clients come to me this way and they tell me like, yeah, I'm searching for that purpose in life, and I'm searching for more passionate purpose, and rather than just living. So current energies, I think that's the theme for a lot of people. And let's see what's in the cards. So I'll shuffle them. Also, I've been away for a while because it was really hard to find any inspiration at the moment. So I wanted to come before, but I haven't felt the urge to do it till now. So it took me a while to recalibrate probably. So let's see what cards are in. So I have the card Creative Expression, which was in the upside down position. This means that's what I was just talking about, is that a lot of people right now, they can't find their expression and their creative expression. On this card it says, your soul longs to express itself creatively. And I think a lot of people are really craving this, to express themselves from a very pure and natural way, and from their heart and from their passion. And I think a lot of people are not in that position right now. And that's why it's in the downwards position, is that a lot of people feel blocked in this energy right now. And I'm going to turn it around, so let us let the energies flow again. Then the second card is Spiritual Teacher, which is this card. And that's also in the upside down position, which also tells me actually they're together, so that makes sense. The spiritual teacher is upside down, so we don't feel so connected. So, and that's what I was talking about just right now, is that I also felt like it was really hard for me to connect to other people, but also connect to myself and connect to the things that I love. So I think this card really explains like how our connections are blocked right now. Well, not really blocked, but it feels hard on a lot of us to have this really flowy connection. So we're struggling a little bit. So let me put that card upside down on the right position as well to make the energies flow again. And then we have Trust, and that's also in the upside down position, ladies and gentlemen. So this says, trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So trust is upside down. So we are struggling with creative expression. We struggle with finding our purpose. We struggle with finding connection, with hearing that voice, the inner voice. And then on top of that, we lack a little bit trust. We're like, okay, how long is this going to take? How long am I going to be stuck in this way? How long, it's hard to trust the process. And that's why this card is here. And that's why it's the three of them next to each other. That makes total sense to me. And trust is also a big thing, of course, at the moment, because in the world there's a lot of stuff happening which is very painful, very confronting. It seems endless, it seems needless and pointless and all these things. So it's on top of this, it's also the trust process of like, is everything going to be okay? Because it seems like it's not, and it seems like we're not doing okay. So that doesn't help. So everything that comes from the outside world towards us, it doesn't add up to what we feel inside, but what's inside is also externally the reflection. So the reflection, what comes from outside, is also what's happening within us, so above, so below. And so it's a beautiful threesome that's here, and it makes total sense that they're here together, and that is the energy. You hear a little sound, that might be my new cat. She's the destroyer of all things, I call her, and she's called Sofietje, and well, she makes noise. And the fourth card is books, and they have this nice lady, and she's reading a book, and that tells me right now that as long as we don't have a clear direction where we want to go, it is time, and especially in July as well, because we're slowing down. It's summer, it's getting hotter, the temperatures rise, so we slow down, because in colder weather, yeah, you move much faster, you have more energy. But in the summer, we just, you know, take a little break, and everything, you know, like in spring, everything is growing and everything is in a faster pace. But in summertime really is a time to slow down and to go inside. And that's why it's lovely that this card is here. So if you don't know what to do right now, or you don't have a purpose, or you don't have any direction, just turn to information. Just go read books, or find things online about things that interest you, because it's all about getting into this vibration of what it is that you want. And because we're in a bit of this rumble, I don't know the word for it, but it's like we're in the middle of like, what am I going to do? I'm not very happy with where I am, but where am I going, and what do I want to do? And a lot of people just find it, because we are finding it hard to connect, it's also hard to find out wherever it is that we want to go or what we want to do. And we're in a different vibration. But if we put ourselves in a vibration of openness and searching, and openness to all possibilities, that will bring us in a completely different vibration as well, which is interesting. So I love this card for everyone, because that means slow down, sit in a corner, read a book, or maybe go find a course online, anything that just makes you interested and makes you curious, and find the things that you love. Scroll and see videos about creative processes, about other people making things that you like, because that will get you into the vibration, and then this vibration will open up possibilities for you and bring things towards you that might catch your interest, or might even, you know, like touch your heart, and you feel inspired and you get inspired by it. So I love this card here. And then of course we have the flowers card, and that I was just talking about this card always comes up for me in readings whenever a client are having a hard time connecting with their creative expression. So it's beautiful that they're both, this is the first one, this is the second one, or the last one, sorry. And flowers is an expression of getting into the creativity. So it's, I always tell, like, if you have something, you're doing something creative, it's opening this little door to all the possibilities. So it is your connection. I always explain this also in my intuitive card reading classes, is that if you tune into this kind of things that you really love to do, so for example, you love to garden and you find it very hard to feel your connection or to get connected, the only thing you have to do is go into that garden and be tender to the flowers, be tending to the flowers and water them and grow them and replant them or whatever. I'm not a real big gardener. I'm a baby in the beginning. I'm just trying to keep them alive. But if you do that, you open your connection, which is beautiful. So that could be anything that you love to do. if you like to swim, or maybe you like to sport, or maybe you are interested in baking, maybe you love to draw. Anything that is creative will bring you into alignment, and it will bring you in connection, where you get to the place where it's easier to find your voice, your inner voice that tells you what's the next step. And also it connects you with that inner voice, and you can ask it questions like, what is it that I'm supposed to do, or where am I supposed to go? And you can do this by getting into this vibration of doing things that you love, even if that might not be the thing that you in the end want to do or switch to, but it will just bring you in this vibration, and that will get you in a completely different flow. So if I see this reading, it's really beautiful, and it's really about the energies at this moment. It's like we feel disconnected, and we're having a hard time trusting this process because it feels endless and needless, and we can't see the horizon, which is difficult, and we can't see what's coming next, which is also a little bit frustrating. And then and we cannot find this way in, and then to our creative expression. But we really got the urge to do it, and we really feel like we need to express ourselves in a way that's coming from a place of love and a place of our heart. I think more and more people are finding at this moment in time that they are really craving this. We are really craving the heart connection in everything we do, in everybody we meet, but especially in everything we do. Is like we have this hunger for it. And we haven't been living for this for like a long time, so our systems are just doing whatever we need to do in this society, but we just have a craving right now for this. And I think it's going to be more and more and more, and I think people are being in search for it more and more, which is beautiful, because that will get us way more in alignment with all of us. So the message for today is find a creative outlet. It doesn't have to mean something, or like a lot of people start something and then people around them start to say like, oh, well, you can make money with this, and don't do it. Do it because you love it, not because you need to make money or in a different way, because that will follow. So it's just about you getting back in connection with the stuff that you really like, because a lot of us, we follow a path of sometimes the wishes of other people, or what society expects from us, and what we think that is expected from us, and we step away from our real treasures, or the real not the real treasures, but the things we love. For example, you went to do a study which was very safe, but also you probably could make a lot of money with it, but in your heart, your little girl or your little boy inside, you really wanted to dance, or maybe wanted to go to art school, or maybe wanted to be a gardener, or be an artist or whatever, and we just didn't do it. And I think a lot of people are getting back to this point where we just want to do what we love to do. And I think the next generation is gonna be the next generations are gonna be more and more like this. Like they just wanna flow. They just wanna be in flow with what they do and who they are, and live more from authenticity and from the heart, which is, I think, again, is a beautiful thing. And I'm very, very excited about this, which doesn't mean the transition towards this, it's very hard and it's very scary, and for a lot of people very confusing as well. But then we have this, so trust the process, please trust the process, that whatever is happening right now for you, that has a purpose, and it has the purpose to bring you in purpose, to bring you in alignment with your heart and with the things that you would love to do in your life. And it's pushing you towards that. And as life is pushing you, that doesn't always feel very comfortable. But hey, we need to get out of our comfort zone once in a while. and to make these changes. So it's not comfortable and it's a challenge, but we need to trust the process and use this month and use this summer to, as long as we don't know yet what it is that we want to do, we can just gather information and relieve ourselves from the stress as well. Like, oh, I need to do something right now, and I need to know what I want to do, and I need to know my passion, and I need to know what's in my heart. Well, yeah, we can rush ourselves, but yeah, that's not going to work usually. So release yourself from this pressure and just give yourself some time to relax and to find the information and let things come to you, and then act on it, and then find the things that bring you joy and happiness, and which makes your heart jump and sing and makes you relax as well, because that's also very important. Like, you do all these nice things for yourself, and where you can relax and then hear your inner voice much more clear. So beautiful reading today, and a beautiful message. I am also, of course, here if you need some help, because at this point it is very confusing, and a lot of my clients find me because of this reason, and I love to help people step back into their own power, but also find their passion and purpose and get them on their way. So this is my big passion, this is my creative outlet, and I love solving puzzles. So please be my guest. I'm more than happy to assist you. So, well, this was the current energy reading of today. Even if this video finds you in 2 months or in 3 months or in a year or in 2 years, that doesn't matter. Energy is energy, even in a time span over a couple of years. If you happen to stumble upon this video, you probably needed to hear something that has been said during this video. So I hope to see you soon, because I hopefully found my groove back and got into it. So hopefully I'll be making more videos more often. And for now, have a wonderful rest of the day or night. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.